Hello everyone, welcome back to part 2 of this 3-part replay. Mountain King currently sitting at level 3. We are finally at Keep for Sky. Gonna go ahead and unpause this replay. Sky does in fact have this expansion up and running, sitting at 40 over 48 food, so no upkeep. Meanwhile, Blademaster gonna get to level 3, Shadowhunter gonna get awfully close to level 3 as well. So Blademaster at level 3 and that Shadowhunter at almost level 3 is gonna play a really strong role. Illusion now from that Blademaster, and we have this Great Hall. Mountain King perhaps may be able to take down this Great Hall by himself if he in fact tries to go for it, but he's not going for it. A little bit not quite sure what Sky really wants to do. He needs to keep this economic advantage. Oh, in fact, he's going to go ahead and pick up some mercenaries mercenaries to deal some piercing damage and perhaps take down some of those units. No, not going to go ahead and pick up some mercenaries. Now a Spirit Walker, very low on hit points, down to 360. Now Mountain King just still revealing. I'm really assuming that Sky is not aggressive enough at this point in the game. Mountain King currently invisible, keeping track of Violet's army, but not really doing much with it. Level 3 Blademaster, level 3 Shadowhunter, and that is it. Sky sitting on an army mainly full of peasants at this point, and not really doing much with it besides that. Spirit Walker being left behind, Mountain King just sitting around, chilling and chillaxing over here by the mercenary camp, sitting tight as he's invisible. Perhaps he will finally pick up some mercenaries from the mercenary camp, and then try to take down this expansion. The expansion at this Great Hall is in fact light armor for just a little while longer, finally picking up some of those piercing damages, and now picks up those mercenaries, and now going to move out. We'll see how this is really going to work out, as the Great Hall is already at 1,000 hit points. The Troll Berserker should be able to in fact deal a lot of damage, and here it comes, trying to take down this Great Hall. Great Hall already down to 800 hit points, but instead the Blademaster now going to go ahead and try to push in on this location over here. No masonry upgrade, so these guard towers are going to be able to be taken down very easily, but one already taken down, and now we're going to have a Squirrel Town Portal. No Squirrel Town Portal. Yeah, Squirrel Town Portal now being used in order to try to save this expansion. Tower is now continuing to fight, and here it comes into the backside of that building. Mountain King wasted that bolt earlier against that peasant, so only down to 100 and some odd mana right now, as more of those guard towers getting taken down. A Shadowhunter down out of mana at this point due to an arcane feedback from that arcane tower that was taken down just a moment ago. Peasants now trying to fight back even more. Troll Berserkers still sitting here, and now Sky down to 51 over 66. Meanwhile, Violet's sitting at a fairly large army, even though the food population is probably pretty much even at this point. Spirit Walkers continuing to fight, more units getting taken down. All these peasants unable to really do anything else. Mountain King coming back over here. Blademaster wind walking, gonna go ahead and hire up some more mercenaries as well. Mountain King running off to that north hand side, and we're sitting at a castle right now. Sitting at castle, most likely going to try to build some griffin aviaries as another Troll Berserker gets taken down. Mud Golem coming in from Violet, and more guard towers getting taken down. Violet gonna lose this Grunt. No, not gonna lose that Grunt, down to 97 hit points. May lose some of those Raiders out. One Raider getting taken down. Militia now trying to come back, perhaps try to come back within the healing of, or the range of all these towers. Mountain King still sitting at 88 mana right now. Should be able to get off a critical bolt if he needs to. And wow, Violet continuing to fight. Dust of Appearance, bolt on that Blademaster. Blademaster down to 550 hit points. Mountain King running to back out, wants to try to get another heal, but once again an ensnare on that Troll Berserker. Raiders continuing to fight. Peasants using those little pickaxes, trying to fight back even more, but they're just getting killed. And killed left and right. All these skeletons just on the ground are just all peasants, mostly. Couple Raiders, couple Grunts, but mostly human blood that's being shed right there. A Raider down at 3 hit points, able to escape. So wow, that Spirit Link used very well, and Sky was able to push back that attack. Unfortunately, he hardly got any experience, as most of the towers were dealing all of that damage. Shadowhunter's now at level 4. Blademaster now at level 4. Taking a look over here, we finally have a Paladin being trained up. Sky sitting on only 200 gold. I would expect it a lot higher in gold count right now if Sky was expected to win. He really needs to start massing some Griffins and getting the animal war training upgrade, or just try to change up something. You cannot win games by mercenaries alone. Sky finally building that arcane vault that he's needed for so very long. Paladin now coming in to try to heal his brother, or I don't know, not really his brother. One's a dwarf, one's a human. Paladin or Mountain King now picking up an additional clarity potion, trying to get that mana back. Perhaps that Paladin will pick up a clarity potion as well. Yes, he does in fact pick up a clarity potion in order to heal his friend and partner in crime or justice or whatever side of this battle you are on. Violet now trying to come in with another army of raiders. Couple low hit point grunts, nothing to really heal. Shadowhunter, no real mana on this. And Mountain King trying to fight back. Another holy light on that Mountain King. Mountain King also buying a potion of healing so that Mountain King may be able to get another bolt off. We'll see the scroll of healing being used, and now potion of invulnerability. So very nice play. Mountain King and that Paladin continuing to fight. Another holy light on that Mountain King. Mountain King having plenty of hit points. Another ensnare on that Mountain King. Mountain King using another potion of healing, trying to fight back, trying to take down perhaps that Shadowhunter pretty much out of mana right there. And down goes that Arcane Vault. Mountain King using I thought he used a clarity potion. No, Paladin no clarity potions as that Mountain King using a scroll of Town Portal in order to buy some critical seconds. Scroll of Town Portal used, and now all those units are out of position. Tower is now taking down a lot more of those units. Griffin Aviary now up, and perhaps we'll finally see some Griffins. Mountain King getting a bolt off on that single Raider, and now that Raider most likely going to get taken down. You're going to try to get an ensnare off, and that Raider down to 112 hit points. Spirit Link sparing that Raider and able to keep it back up. Griffins now being trained. I do not see that animal war training, but I cannot check by any means as there are no knights and there are no Griffin aviaries or Griffins currently out, or Dragonhawks as there's no Arcane Vault either. Taking a look at the peasant count, I wish I could double click, or I wish I had that unit overlay from StarCraft 2 right now. That is a very, very handy feature. Violet now moving around with those two circlets of nobilities on that Blade Master. Level 4, 2 level 4 versus a level 3 and a level 1. Yeah, Mountain King still, even though he killed off a lot of those units, still does not have any additional experience. Paladin sitting at 0 experience as well. So a little bit of an issue right now. Mountain King may try to go out and try to creep in order to get at least level 4 on that Mountain King, a little bit more hit points, or perhaps level 2 on this Paladin. That's really what needs to happen right now. And Griffin not joining that Paladin for some reason. A little bit surprised by that. Trying to pull back over here, and once again going to re-engage in this position as that Griffin now trying to take down some of those Nightcrawlers and take down that Tide Runner. One gets taken down. Tome of Intelligence +2 picked up by that Paladin in order to get an additional 30 mana. Now level 4 on that Mountain King, so a higher level bash coming in. Or more often bashes. Blade Master perhaps now just running around using that clarity potion and that healing salve will be able to deal a lot of damage once he tries to come back into this game. Coming back over here towards the Orc player, Shadowhunter sitting at level 4 Violent wants to get that Shadowhunter to level 5. Once that Shadowhunter hits level 5, Healing Wave and Spirit Link pretty much makes an Orc army just so powerful and so difficult to kill. Blade Master still keeping around. Dust of Appearance. Blade Master running away. Windwalk level 2 bolt and hitting that Blade Master. Blade Master buying a potion of lesser invulnerability and able to just stick by that shop right there. Meanwhile, Raider now trying to take down that giant Gantuan sea turtle. Shadowhunter will in fact gets to level 5 just by the skin of his teeth right there, exactly sitting on 1400 experience. Talisman of Evasion most likely going to be sold or transferred. Mountain King sitting close by buying a Scroll of Protection and selling that Staff of Teleportation. Didn't even use it a single time. Paladin now sitting at level 2 has a Gloves of Haste. I expect that to be transferred to the Mountain King as the Mountain King gets quickly hit. Bolt on that Blade Master. Blade Master down to 226 hit points and now running back away once again. Mountain King sitting at level 4. The Gloves of Haste would work better on him as he has a 25% chance to bash, I believe, and that Gloves of Haste causing it to bash even harder, or bash more often as he hits more often. Paladin continuing the fight, going to take down that Gigantuan Sea Turtle really quickly with that magic armor. Still no animal war training, but does have in fact level 2 armor upgraded. Probably trying to be aware of Bat Riders. Yes, in fact, Bat Riders coming in from Violet. Scroll of Protection and plus Scroll of Protection also being used to counter those Bat Riders. Blade Master doing a quick kill over there as those Griffins are now up in the air. Paladin still sitting at level 3 now, selling a Ring of Regeneration. Level 4 in that Mountain King. So level 4 and a level 3 versus a level 4 and a level 5. Shadowhunter now going to go ahead and push off to this main side. Animal War Training, was that completed or cancelled? Let's take a look at this. It was in fact completed. So 4 Griffins up in the air. Blade Master getting a couple hits on that Paladin taking a look at back over here, Squirrel Town Portal, and nothing really being used. Raiders not continuing to pursue 3 Troll Bat Riders up in the air. Those Griffins really need to be spread out just a little bit more so that those Bat Riders' splash damage is not too strong. Sitting at 50 over 84 right now, going into 62, going into low upkeep finally, and now breaking that low upkeep barrier, trying to get a very, very large army. Violet and sitting at 61 over 70. We'll see how this really works. And is the Shadow Hunter should probably try to back away from this fight, and then perhaps that Blade Master will in fact get some of that experience. A level 5 on that Blade Master would be very, very critical at this point, or this juncture in the game. Blade Master sitting at level 4, going to be able to pick up another Scroll of the Beast, so those grunts and those units are able to deal more damage. Stay tuned for part 3 and the conclusion of this replay between Violet and Sky here on Echo Isle.